Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special sit down on the couch with another co-founder of the WFA, Mr. Andy Collinson.
Hello there.
The reason we are sitting down today is you're going to tell us right now.
We are stopping Flair. No one else is allowed to flare anymore in the whole world. We thought it's dangerous and shouldn't be happening.
That's the end, full stop. So Flair is finished.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome, thank you. Yeah, okay. Hello everybody, welcome to another sit down on the couch. I'm Ravi, this is Andy.
Yes, Andy. I'm Andy Collinson.
The one and only. We're here to talk about
the new WFA scoring system.
That's right, the new WFA scoring system. Almost a year ago, we sat down with the other co-founder of the WFA.
Yeah?
The tall guy, not as tall as you though.
No, just small guy.
More hair than you.
Cheers. Age.
On top, more hair on top.
Oh, more hair on top,
yeah,
definitely.
More hair on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat down and we talked about the new rules, why you were implementing them, what they were.
Yeah.
They've changed again.
Yeah.
Why?
I think they're too confusing.
Okay.
We thought they were too confusing. We tried them out for a year. We thought that we needed to go a different direction in the scoring system. And it just didn't translate well. You know, we are a global association, you know, there's not just English speaking, but things like complexity, and it just didn't translate well. Bartenders got confused with it. We've gone from kind of being a simple scoring system. It felt like we backtracked a little bit, but we had to try it out. And we think we can do it better.
Okay, that's good.
So why not always strive to improve and get
improvement? That's what it's all about. Okay, so from both ends of the field, from just competitors, or do you think maybe judges as well had the
competitors, judges? You know, some just people.
Everyone in general.
Yeah, I mean, we like it. I've always liked people giving honest feedback.
Yes.
You know, and actually saying we need to change on this, and we're very open to that. We can't just sit there and go, this needs to be the right way of doing it, deal with it.
Because we're in the WFA.
What we say is good. Exactly, you all go to jail if you don't do it. If we don't listen to what people are saying, we're not going to evolve as an association, and Flair's not going to evolve, and we're going to end up going backwards rather than forwards. You know, we always said when we set the WFA up that we take input from everybody. You know, we set it up, yes, it doesn't mean we are the bastions of Lord God of Flair who tells everyone exactly what should go on. You know, we're just the guys that thought, hey, let's do something. Let's set the WFA up, you know? It's about everybody else. Everybody contributes to it. All the Flair family. Nice boys.
So let's get into what they are, the changes.
Okay. So, first of all, before we talk about the changes, that's what we tried to do and what we really want to do, and it dates back to when I was judging King of the Ring in Las Vegas in
decade ago.
At this point, Ravi then searches when that was and puts in the time, some time ago. And what they did, which was really groundbreaking, well for me, was it was just 2 scores, you know, and all you did as a judge, and I sat there and we'd come from all these complicated scoring systems of all manner of stuff, and they came in and just went, it's 2 scores, guys, boom, boom. And I was like, wow. And it's how they did it in the Olympic ice skating scoring system. And I thought it was cool. You know, I thought it was cool. I thought it enables you to not get so boxed into each one of the categories. It gave the bartenders freedom to do what they thought was the best show rather than box ticking. And there's nothing worse than box ticking. Because what you get when box ticking is lots of similar routines and people going to the judges, how should my routine be? That shouldn't be the way. The bartender should be saying, this is my routine and this is what I think is the best. You know, don't let the judges be the creative input, yeah? The bartenders have to be the creative input, and the judges are just there to say how they think it is, yeah? You with me?
I'm with you. Yeah, exactly. It's like how you always say you should show your personality, be yourself on stage.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the ultimate thing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Your routine, your creativity, what you want to showcase.
Boom, exactly. So, from that, we always thought we wanted to do 2 scores. So when we did the scoring system, originally we've always had it two scores. We have always had it kind of thing, flair and entertainment. And then we broke each section down into different subcategories. But it was always meant to be, and we never had the balls to do it, is go flair and entertainment and just have 2 scores. Okay. You know, and we're thinking, right, we've got to do this, And we still haven't done it. But we have reduced it less categories, okay? So we've got difficulty, originality, choreography, which you've all known about before. Very simple to understand, you know, not complexity and things like that. You understand what difficulty is, yeah? You understand what originality is. You understand what choreography is, yeah? And then one last one, which we thought was pretty relevant.
I see what you did there.
Relevant. Is relevance, yeah? Because I think it's even in the rules that you may see knocking about. I think I said at one competition, when you're doing your routine, you do your 5-minute routine or 7 or whatever you're doing, it needs to translate to the drink that you're making at the end, yeah? Because if you're flipping God knows how many bottles around, putting them back in the speed rail and not doing anything with them, nice one, it's pointless, yeah? So it's got to be relevant. It's got to be relevant to what you're doing when you're making the drink. So each individual move and the way you build your routine and every piece of equipment you use and every ingredient that you pick up and all that stuff needs to be relevant to the drink you're making at the end. So we've added in there, and we're quite happy with that.
Okay.
You know, we think relevance is a pretty cool thing to do in it.
It's kind of important.
Yeah, it is important. You know what I mean?
If you're gonna flair with, like, for example, if you're gonna do something with a bar spoon and a shaker and a bottle, and then you don't use the bar spoon, it's.
What's the point of picking up the I nearly swore.
He needs swore. We're doing all right so far.
We're doing okay.
No swear words, and this is very impressive for Andy.
It is. Thank you. Cheers. So we thought, so what we've got down to is 4 scores now. Not 2 scores, we originally said we're going to do Flair and Entertainment. We've got 4 scores. We think it's going to be easier, okay, for competitors to look at. Difficulty, originality, choreography, and relevance. They understand that, you know, they know where they're coming from in that. Gives them enough expression as well to say exactly what they think is difficult, you know, so it doesn't mean exactly you have to go 5 bottles, blah, blah. You can do bottle 10, just because it's difficult. It's all written down, but we already know this. There's 4 different scores, you know, it's easier for them to translate. The judges, it's easier for them to actually get through it, get the routine, because there's nothing worse when you're judging a competition. If you're doing 30, 40 guys, and you get into the routine, you go, right, it's there, I know what I'm feeling, oh yeah, sure. And then you start filling in the boxes, and you get into the boxes, and you're like, you do start to get lost. You do. I mean, you can write all your notes in the world, and you're like, yeah, that helps you, but you start to get lost. And we think if you make the scoring system shorter, more condensed, it's going to be able to get it and translate it onto the paper. And we also think that any newcomers to Flair, any public that are out there, you know, the average Joe that might come across Flair and think this is cool and awesome and everything. Once I've shown people before, people involved in the industry, and they look at the scoring system, they go, wow, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get that.
It's a bit scary, and they sort of back away.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what's all that about? You know, there's a big spreadsheet full of numbers and all this, and they're like, what's all this mean? So I think the public, and if we're going to try and show that Flair's really cool and try and get a lot more people into it, and you know, the public to see it and go, woo! If they see a scoring system they understand, with words that they understand, they'll go, oh yeah, I understand that. You know,
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be able to come and judge everybody, but they're going to understand what the categories are. So better for bartenders, we think. Better for judges, we think. And hopefully the public are going to understand as well a lot more.
We think.
What we don't want is the box tickers, you know. Flair in itself, and I'm one for originality. I love originality. There's nothing better as a feeling when you see something that no one's done before that kind of makes you go, ooh. And he literally poured just a soda in front of me and threw the full soda behind his back and caught it. And at that point I went, I want to be a Flair bartender. Ooh.
You want to talk about the future? Like, where do you see Flair in like 5 years?
Right.
Where do you want to see Flair, and where do you actually see it?
I'd like to see it integrated into service, back into service, you know. It's fantastic seeing it on stage. And when anyone that turns around and says, yeah, but you can't do that in a real bar, you know, and then it's ridiculous because it's not a real bar, it's a stage, you know. It's got to be relevant towards drink making, but you don't have the room, the lights, etc. What it is when you get on stage is to show what can be done. This is amazing. Pizzas. But that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see it come back to bar, you know, back to bar, which I think it is doing. You know, the guys that I don't want to use the terminology of Flair bartenders and mixologists, but the mixologists are starting to add flair into it. They realise they need to do something cool with it, you know, which is great. You know,
It's really nice to watch.
it's really nice to watch, but it's flair. That's exactly what it is. You know, don't try and hide from it and say style and all this kind of stuff. It's flair. You are being flair bartenders. You know, you can't hide from that stuff, and it's not a bad word. You know, don't be scared.
It's not a swear word.
It's not a swear word. It's not.
We haven't said any swear words
You know,
yet.
it does start with F, but you know, it's not a flair. It's not a flair word. You should be proud to say, yeah, I flair. You know, do I sit around and do 5 bottles on stage in a 5-minute routine with perfect lighting and all that? No, you don't. But you do something cool behind that bar to make yourself look better at your job. So your customer experience, and your customer comes by and goes, have you seen what I just
awesome.
did? Yeah, that's pretty slick, you know. And that's flair. So, sorry, you're flairers.
Yes, that was
We're done.
That was way quicker than Tom's.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Who wants to sit around and listen to 20 minutes of Tom Dyer? Easy. I'm just making, see, easier scoring systems, easier interviews. We're just making things easy, man.
Easy.
World exclusive here on Flair Lifestyle TV. The WFA new website will be coming out soon. That's probably just screwed your recording.
No, that's awesome. I'm going to use that.
Okay, will be coming out soon. And it'll have lots of cool stuff when it gets launched, because it's taking a while. Sorry.
And that,
Yeah, we're done. Sorry.
and that wraps it up. So,
Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I have
Hope
some fists?
you can have some fists.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Andy, for sitting down talking to us.
Thank you very much, Ravi, for sitting down and talking to me.
That's quite. You're very welcome. Thank you for sitting down there and listening to us.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Tom.
Tom always tries to get involved, but when everything's going on, just wants to
You're
get
not
involved.
in this video.
No, you're not.
So try not to
Exactly.
be part-
Tom's still good. Tom is still good. I know
Do
you're
you want to
tired.
just come in and show your face and wave?
Are you sure?
You can bring the pizza as well.
It's all right. You can post
Come
another
on,
one.
Tom. Come
Post
on.
another routine.
Come on, Tom.
Post some moves so we all still know you can do it. Anyway, thank you very much.
Anyway, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave comments in the comment section below. Please let us know what you think. If you have any questions, call Andy on his mobile. Here's the number.
Yeah. 07793 1411 411 6324551.
I was just being sarcastic, but you've now just given your mobile out on the internet. Ha ha.
Bye.
All right.
All right, dude.
See you guys.
Laters.
Woo!